The 1989 Recopa Sudamericana was the first Recopa Sudamericana, a football competition for South American clubs that won the previous year's two most important competitions in the continent, the Copa Libertadores and the Supercopa Sudamericana. The inaugural edition was disputed between Nacional, winners of the 1988 Copa Libertadores, and Racing, winners of the 1988 Supercopa Sudamericana. The first leg was played on January 31 in Montevideo, while the second leg was played in Buenos Aires on February 6. Nacional won the final series 4-1 on points as Daniel Fonseca of Nacional scored the first goal of the competition as well as the only one in this final. The Recopa Sudamericana is played over two legs, home and away. The team that qualified via the Copa Libertadores plays the first leg at home. The team that accumulates the most points, 2 for a win, 1 for a draw, 0 for a loss, after the two legs is crowned the champion. Should the two teams be tied on points after regulation of the second leg, the team with the best goal difference wins. If the two teams have equal goal difference, a penalty shootout ensues according to the laws of the game. Nacional qualified to the Recopa Sudamericana by winning the 1988 Copa Libertadores. It was their third Copa Libertadores title and first in 8 years, which they achieved by defeating Argentinian club Newell's Old Boys 3-1 on aggregate. Racing Club earned the right to dispute the trophy after winning the 1988 Supercopa Sudamericana, beating Cruzeiro 3-1 on points. The victory was the club's first international title since winning the 1967 Copa Libertadores. Prior to the 1989 Recopa, Nacional and Racing Club had previously met 4 times in South American competition. The first meeting between the two sides took place in the Group 2 of the 1962 Copa Libertadores. Nacional beat Racing Club 3-2 at home, and held La Academia at a 2-2 draw in Avellaneda. 5 years later, the two clubs met again in the 1967 Copa Libertadores, this time in the finals. Both legs of the series finished 0-0, requiring a tie-breaking playoff to be played. Racing Club came out on top, winning 2-1. The Estadio Centenario was built between 1929 and 1930 to host the 1930 FIFA World Cup, as well as to commemorate the centennial of Uruguay's first constitution. It is listed by FIFA as one of the football world's classic stadiums. The Centenario has hosted the final for the Copa America in 1942 and 1995 as well as a final series match for the Copa Libertadores in 1960, 1961, 1962, 1965, 1966, 1967, 1969, 1970, 1971, 1980, 1982, 1983, 1987, and 1988. The venue has also hosted a playoff match for the Copa America in 1979 and the Libertadores in 1968, 1973, and 1981. The Estadio José Amalfitani, home of Vélez Sarsfield, was built in 1947 and later remodeled in preparation for the 1978 FIFA World Cup. It has capacity for 49,540 spectators, although it doesn't provide seating for all of them like many Argentine stadiums. The referees for the 2010 Recopa Sudamericana are Romualdo RP Filho of Brazil and Gabriel Gonzalez of Paraguay. Filho has been an international referee since 1960. He has refereed the 1986 FIFA World Cup final, the 1987 Copa America final, a final match of the 1973 Copa Libertadores, 2 finals for the Campeonato Brasileiro Serie A in 1984 and 1985, and 2 Campeonato Paulista finals. Gonzalez has had very few important matches. His most significant work has been to direct a few games of the 1986 FIFA World Cup.